Hi, I'm Larry O'Brien of ARC Advisory Group, and we're here at the ARC Orlando 2025 Industry Forum. And today I'm interviewing Subrat Tripathy, who is a segment leader for L&T Technology Services. Good afternoon, Subrat. How are you doing today?
Good afternoon, Larry. Thanks for inviting me for this discussion.
Yeah, thanks for being here. We really appreciate it. So today we're talking about driving sustainable manufacturing, the role of engineering and technology companies as enablers. So I'll start with the first question. What, in your view, is driving sustainability in manufacturing today, and how do you see it picking up momentum?
Larry, thanks. Thanks for, first of all, having me here. Let me take a second and introduce myself and my company. Like you said, I'm the Chief Segment Officer for our sustainability segment focused on the process industry segment for L&T Technology Services. And for your information, L&T Technology Services is the #1 pure play engineering and technology services provider out of India. And we cater to three segments, majorly sustainability, tech, and mobility, right? Now, under the sustainability segment, my charter is to go after the process industries and drive our business growth and manage our relationships. As far as sustainability for manufacturing segment is concerned, let me take you back a little bit into the history. Sustainability as a theme, as a subject, has been around for more than a century, right? But the actual momentum picked up in 2015, which is very recent, when UN defined its SDG goals. And that's when the companies started becoming a little more serious about driving these goals. Now, when you look at the manufacturing segment, of the 17, there are 6 that actually make direct relevance in the manufacturing segment, right? So that's one data point. Then, if you look at what has happened as a momentum in the manufacturing segment or across, 98% of the CEOs believe that ESG goals are their responsibility. But to your surprise, you will note that only 34% of the large companies have defined their net zero goals to be established by 2050. And the substantiating factor to that, those who have made good progress in their ESG goals are getting better shareholder value rewards, right? So with that, if I want to highlight the ones that are actually driving the theme of sustainability in the manufacturing today, it is around 4 to 5 different things. Starting with defining ESG goals, which is basically going about establishing your net zero on emissions and utilities and stuff. The second one is about responsible production driven with innovation, right? The demand is on the rise. There is huge competition in the market, but at the same time, you have to be a viable player in the market, making sure you are having responsible manufacturing practices and procedures driven by innovation, right? And coupled with technology adoption. If you are not adopting technology, your ability to drive your sustainability goals are going to be low, right? So technology adoption is taking center stage as you are going about your business priorities driven with sustainability objectives, right? And most importantly, what you're seeing with the companies being global, and that you got to make sure that your entire supply chain is sustainable, there is this effort going behind establishing your supplier and partner ecosystems are also equally sustainable, right? Having said that, that's what is happening currently. But what is going to happen in coming years is the momentum has to pick up and will pick up, and time will become a pressure factor. And when time becomes a pressure factor, the spend for sustainability initiatives will move from a Opex to a Capex. And that's when there will be a huge surge of activities, and this will be around evolving technologies that need to be brought in driving these goals, and collaboration for standardization and interoperability to drive quality and reliability.
Very good. Yeah, I think we agree. Sustainability is probably the leading business issue today and is greatly accelerating the adoption of new technologies. Can you tell us a little bit about what some of the primary challenges are that companies are facing right now in implementing these sustainability goals?
Sure, yeah. Well, challenges are many, right? It is easy to define your net zero goals, but how are you progressing matters, right? The biggest challenge, in my personal view, is the cost pressures. While, as I mentioned, right, today, the money that is being spent is more from an Opex mindset. It is not a Capex mindset. And when you're doing it through your Opex, everybody is trying to look at what is the return on the investment in a shorter time cycle, right? So the cost pressures coupled with, proving the return on investments is one element. Second element is the geopolitical challenges. I touched upon, the supply chain aspects. How do you ensure that your roadmap for sustainability is achievable with the global geopolitical scenarios, right? Most important factor is also about technology selection. How effective you are in making sure you are selecting the right technology, right platform in driving your initiatives. Because if you go with a platform and technology that you didn't select right, you're back to the square again, right? So that's a big challenge in front of the manufacturing companies. And the other factor that is also a major challenge today, while you are probably making progress, there are no standards to help you measure the outcome. So that's the evolving process yet. Like, if somebody is investing in carbon capture, how effective have you been in capturing the carbon in your manufacturing facilities, right? So those are some of the major challenges. And the bigger challenge that I personally feel coming from a service company is the availability of skilled workforce and ability to do large-scale transformation within the manufacturing segment is probably a bit low, and that is something that they need to find ways to solve.
Yeah, I agree with you there too. We have limited resources, and this is a big problem that we need to address. So given the wide scope of this problem in addressing sustainability initiatives in manufacturing, what do you think technology and engineering companies like L&T Technology Services with your engineering expertise can do and are doing to help their customers?
Wonderful. Sure. Yeah. Thanks for asking that question. See, defining sustainability is, or defining the goal or the roadmap is your task. But if you look at from a manufacturing company point of view, nobody has a one-stop solution. And it becomes very, very critical in ensuring that you are partnering with the right engineering and technology companies that can take you through this journey, right? And what is the journey? Identifying the areas that you want to, make sure you are focusing for sustainability outcomes, making sure you're implementing the right solution, and making sure that you have the right measure to, right processes to measure the outcome, right? So as a technology or engineering service provider, whether my company or any other company, what they bring on the table is the capacity that you need. And I say capacity in terms of skills, capacity in terms of knowledge of technology, capacity in terms of global reach, and so on and so forth, right? So beyond capacity, it's also the capability, right? I can bring manpower, but if they are not technical savvy and they don't understand your business processes, then it's not going to make the desired processes, right? So bringing in the right amount of capability to innovate faster, right, is a very crucial element for an engineering or a technology service provider. At the same time, bringing in the latest technologies. I talked about identifying the right technology for your use cases. And a engineering and technology service, comes with a platform agnostic approach, and they can help you identify the right technologies as applicable to your business, right? And also, they also bring in the larger ecosystem. Nobody has one-stop solution for you, but a company like ours comes with a larger ecosystem of platforms of global, local players to be able to help you implement a standardized solutions across your manufacturing locations worldwide, right? And also the scale that is required, and hence, the ability to manage the larger programs is something that, the technology or service providers can bring on the table. Further complementing the data analytics and various methods to help you get the best ROI, right, is something that, can be bridged by a right selected engineering and services company or a technology company.
Very good. So we talked about technology. In the larger context of technology, of course, we have this huge trend of digital transformation that we've seen over the past several years. How can digital transformation play a role in ensuring companies achieve their sustainability goals faster?
Sure. Great question, right? See, digital is everybody's business today, right? You go to any business, whether it is manufacturing, whether it is tech, whether it is any business in any size or form is talking about digital adoption, right? And manufacturing segment is no other. And for sustainability themes and sustainability drives, if you are not adopting digital, you are not going to make the desired progress, right? Digital is all about leveraging the latest and greatest technologies for automation, from a process automation point of view, from a modernization point of view. You take any manufacturing company, they have a lot of data. They produce a lot of data. And if you're not able to have the right digital technology that can help you analyze the data for meaningful information, your ability to take decisions are going to be low, right? So from a data analytics to legacy equipments, right? Most of the manufacturing landscape is old, right? In the refinery segment, 60% of the refineries are 40 years or old, right? So it is loaded with legacy equipment. How do we make sure that the legacy equipment is empowered to communicate? So bringing in IoT technologies or connected machines, right, is very, very crucial to be able to get the ground reality before you take any action, right? And this can also help you start bringing better view and hence control on uptime, and at the same time your energy management and other utility management visibility, so that you can start taking control, corrective actions, right? So very, very crucial. But at the same time, I think the digital platforms are also going to be empowering you in executing some of these programs faster, right? Like I said, time is going to be crucial. Time is going to be building up pressure. And if you are not using digital technologies, going through conventional methods, you are not going to, be ahead of the competition in making sure you are a sustainable company.
I think I absolutely agree with you, Subrat. You cannot have sustainability without digital transformation. I want to thank you for coming today. I think we're out of time right now, even though we could probably talk all day about this. Once again, I'm Larry O'Brien of ARC Advisory Group here at the Orlando 2025 Forum, interviewing Subrat Tripathy, who is a segment leader at L&T Technology Services. Thank you.